another good game in store for you guys. We have the 24 seed Mariners taking on the 9 seed Phillies in Philadelphia. Winner goes on to play the winner of the next game, the 25 seed Pirates at the 8 seed Cardinals. So let's get this game loaded in. It'll be being played today at Citizens Bank Park. Of course, if you saw the last video, the Red Sox and the Rangers, if you haven't yet, please go check it out. It was an absolutely insane game. But if you did see it, you know that we are doing a 30-team MLB The Show bracket. Each game is going to be 6 innings, as this one will be. So let's get this one started up. We've got Aaron Nola against Marco Gonzalez. I believe these are the number ones for each teams. Felix Hernandez, of course, leaving the Mariners. Marco Gonzalez takes over the number 1 job. They're the starting lineups there. I'll announce them later when the game gets going. So yeah, make sure to go find us on Twitter at CCB Network without the O in the network, and then at Instagram at CCB Network with the O. I'll spell it right. So let's get into this game. Game 2. Game 2, fellas. Here we go. It's going to be a good one here at Citizens Bank Park. Alright, on the mound today for your Philadelphia Phillies, we've got Aaron Nola, the 26-year-old, 6'2", 195. Let's get started. Tom Murphy is the leadoff batter here today. First pitch to get us started here in Philadelphia is low knuckle curve, strike 1 looked at. Is Tom Murphy their catcher? I think he was. He's their leadoff batter, Tom Murphy. That's pretty interesting. In the last game, the Red Sox and the Rangers, we saw that J.D. Martinez and Joey Gallo, both primarily power hitters, were leadoff for their teams. That was pretty interesting. What do you guys think about that?
Interesting tactic, but well, didn't really pay off for either of the teams because both those guys were pretty quiet throughout both those. Or throughout that game. So.
Yeah. Michael Chavis started to have a really good game, but I'm not going to spoil anything for any of you guys that haven't watched it yet. Make sure to go watch that game. Alright, we got the Seattle Mariners lineup. Tom Murphy, the catcher, leading it off. Mitch Haniger, Kyle Seager, D. Gordon, Daniel Vogelbach, Malik Smith, J.P. Crawford, Austin Nola, and finally batting ninth, because it is an NL ballpark, the pitcher Marco Gonzalez. Last season, this team, the Mariners, hit 237th in the American League. Trying to top that again. They did not make the playoffs, unfortunately. That's an outside fastball. To start off, we got Dave Lawrence behind the plate, Ricky Holiday at first, Daryl Parker at second, and Matthew Ross at third. Those are our umpires today. So Mitch Haniger, the number 2, steps in. It's already 1-0 to him. He fouls off the fastball, 1-1. So Aaron Nola, what do you guys think about him? I think he's their ace for sure. I think he's a stud.
Same. He's on my Diamond Dynasty team, and
Oh, really?
I absolutely love him. I think he's been great. He's on a 4-game win streak, and we're getting dubs because of him. So
that's good, Bryson.
Gotta get proud for him.
I think he's gonna win the Phillies this game. I mean, I don't know. I think he's a lot better than the Mariners starter, or Mariners, I guess, their ace, too.
Yeah. So, for some of you guys that may not have known, we have filled out our own brackets. You can find the bracket on Twitter, at our Twitter, and we filled out our 30-team brackets. Each of us chose the Phillies, is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I believe each of us chose the Phillies to move on past the winner of the Pirates and Cardinals. So, this is a big game for some of us bracket owners, as Aaron Nola strikes out Mitch Haniger, looking on a changeup, low and in. Haniger's not happy about that. So that's Aaron Nola's first strikeout of the day. Batting third, Kyle Seager. Bryson, I believe he's on your Diamond Dynasty team, or still?
Yes, he is. He still is. He's on my bench, and he's still pretty good.
Yeah. So this is the first game we've seen. It's this game 2, of course, of the tournament, but this is the first game we've seen that does not have a diamond starting pitcher. In the last game, Corey Kluber went at it with Chris Sale, Red Sox and Rangers, and both diamond pitchers there. We've got a gold, and I don't think Marco Gonzalez is a gold. I believe he's a silver. So hopefully we see more offense in this game. I know last game, if you haven't seen it, it was definitely a pitcher's duel. But of course, not going to spoil anything past that. Oh! And a horrible throw by the second baseman over the head of the first baseman. Luckily, JT Realmuto was there. That would have been bad. E4, and Kyle Seager gets on base. It's the first base runner for the Mariners today. Here comes D. Gordon, who's surprisingly hitting in the 4-hole. Interesting strategy there by the Mariners. Aaron Nola up to 12 pitches here in the first inning. Man on first, 2 away for D. Gordon. That's low and away. Knuckle curve. Let's see if Aaron Nola can get himself out of the inning without allowing a run. Just one more out needed. So this Mariners lineup, I don't really know much about them, but what are your guys' thoughts on them?
Well, I mean, they're only team that has never made a World Series, and you know, I would say they've had a couple great seasons. I think they do have the best regular season record of all time, 2001 Mariners. I don't know if that's true or not. I believe.
I think it is.
I'm pretty sure it is. And Aaron Nola strikes out D. Gordon. That's the end of the top of the first.
Unfortunately, they lost to the Yankees that year in the ALDS, and they have had great players in the organization like Ken Griffey Jr. and Ichiro Suzuki.
Yeah.
But no, that.
Yeah, I think they were last in their division last year in the AL West. I'm not positive about that, but I am surprised that they did get the 24 seed. I think that's a little high. So here's Marco Gonzalez, the 6'1", 28-year-old lefty starting pitcher. So we've got a righty versus a lefty for the second game in a row. Bryce Harper, once again a power hitter, leading off. This is very interesting.
That is a little bit surprising because Bleacher Report did have the Rockies as the 27th seed.
Yeah, that's true. The Rockies at the 27th seed. Yes, of course, we did get all of our seedings. For some of you that may not know, we did get all of our seedings from Bleacher Report's power rankings that they did list before the season. Of course, the season is being suspended due to the coronavirus outbreak, which is the reason we're bringing this content here to you today. 1-0 to Bryce Harper. That's a ball to start off Marco Gonzalez's day. So 6 innings are all these games. Hopefully these guys can go the distance. That's an outside changeup. Umpire gives him the call. 1-1. Who do you think has a better chance in this game? Which starting pitcher to go longer?
I think definitely Aaron Nola. Marco Gonzalez does not have
For sure, Aaron Nola,
near the
yeah.
experience as just a starter.
Especially the ace. I believe this is his first time being in a ace role.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something to adjust to.
Yeah, Mariners are, I guess they're, not a very good team, kind of young.
Strike
They do
3
have a
to
lot
Bryce
of-
Harper.
Yeah, Mariners just looking to get better.
Yeah,
Hopefully
definitely.
that comes sometime soon.
So here's JT Realmuto in the second spot in the lineup. Low and in changeup, 1-0. Let's see how fast Gonzalez can retire the side. Aaron Nola would have had... Oh, that one's to right field and a little deep. Hits it the other way. At the track, Mitch Haniger makes the catch. 2 down here in the first inning for Marco Gonzalez. Good catch there by Haniger. So here's the starting lineup for your Philadelphia Phillies. We got Bryce Harper leading it off. JT Realmuto batting second. McCutchen, Rhys Hoskins, Gene Segura, Scott Kingery, Roman Quinn, Didi Gregorius, the new Philly, and batting ninth, Aaron Nola. This team last year had 1,369 hits, which was 9th in the NL. They did not make the playoffs due to the Nationals and Braves both being ahead of them in their division. So I don't think they're going to be back there this year, but we're going to see if they can move on in this tournament. That's a shot to right field, and that is the first base hit of the ball game for the Phillies. Andrew McCutchen, 76 speed on base. What do you guys think of this lineup? They definitely got more depth.
Yeah, I think if the Phillies can get to Gonzalez, this will probably be kind of a blowout. I expect a lot more of a run differential in the final score than in the last game.
Yes, definitely. Bryson, what do you think about Didi Gregorius, the new Philly?
I think it'd be good for them. Their lineup was already deep, or team was already deep, and it's going to be very good for them.
Yep. So here's Rhys Hoskins batting in the 4-hole. 2-0 to him already. Seems like Marco Gonzalez doesn't want to pitch to him. I know, Bryson, he was on your Diamond Dynasty team for a little bit as well.
Yes,
That's
he
low.
was. I actually hit a ball 497.
Oof.
It was him.
Wow.
It was impressive.
2-1 to Hoskins. In there, 2-2. Gonzalez trying to retire the side here after giving up a 2-out base hit to Andrew McCutcheon. And that's a high inning cutter. Gets him swinging. That's the end of the first inning, 0-0. Both pitchers record a strikeout in the first inning. Philly's the only one with a hit. So here comes Daniel Vogelbach, the very strong power-hitting four-hole for the Mariners. What do you guys think about him? I have his rookie card, actually. His Chrome rookie card out of 2017 Topps Chrome.
He was actually an all-star last year, and he does have a lot of good power.
Yeah.
He had
a great start to the season last year.
Yeah. I do think there were a lot of talks about him possibly being in the home run derby. That did not happen, but
hopefully he's there. He's definitely got the potential to be.
Is the home run derby like a invite only, or?
I'm not sure. It's got to be. I don't know.
Yeah.
1-1 to Vogelbach. Knuckle curve in the dirt. 2-1. This will be Nola's 20th pitch already here in the second inning. Takes it low again. Good plate discipline here by Daniel Vogelbach. Malik Smith on deck. Former Ray. Ball 4 to Vogelbach. Wow, Nola did not want to pitch to him at all. 5-pitch at bat. Good plate discipline there by Vogelbach. And the Mariners have their second base runner of the ball game. Here's Malik Smith, the speedster. Ooh, that's a good pop to left field, but foul. Four-seamer almost right down the middle by Nola there. I'm not sure if that's really where he wanted to place that ball. That's a high fastball, 1-1. That's a shot to left field, and it will get down. 2 base runners on already for the Mariners. Would you guys be surprised if the Mariners did come up with this upset?
I would be very surprised.
Yeah, 2 base runners on, no outs. Not sure who this is at the plate. Couldn't hear the PA announcer. But yeah, he's on. Oh, that's J.P. Crawford. I saw the back there. J.P. Crawford, the shortstop, up with 2 on, first and second, with nobody out here in the top of the second. Aaron Nola needs to get out of this. Everybody's on their feet behind the plate. 2-0. Nola might need a mound visit here, but I'm not sure if the CPU does that on the show. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Really needs to get ahead of him here. That's a good pitch there. Good, pretty bad take by Crawford. He easily could have hit that one. Change up almost right down the middle. Big 2-1 pitch here. That shot's to center, and it will drop. He's coming home. Daniel Vogelbach coming home. The cutoff. He's safe at home. J.P. Crawford with the RBI single. Malik Smith advances to third base, and that is the first run of the ball game here. The Mariners strike first. So, let me just get your thoughts, guys. I did say in the last game that most likely in this tournament, the first team to strike will score. So, do you think the Mariners got a big shot here?
I wouldn't say it's over. I don't know how much firepower the Phillies have.
Yep.
Well, I do know that they have a lot of firepower actually, but I don't know if they'll be able to use that. For example, last game we know the Red Sox had a lot better offense than the Rangers, and they still couldn't use that firepower.
Yeah. So here's Austin Nola. This is actually Aaron Nola's brother. This is brother on brother here, folks. First and third, nobody out. Can Austin Nola get an RBI off his brother? That would be pretty special for him. Marco Gonzalez, the pitcher's spot on deck. Aaron Nola really needs this out on his brother. (3-0) to Austin Nola. Aaron really doesn't want to pitch to his brother. Ooh, good pitch there. 3-1. 33 pitches to the name of Aaron Nola already. Wow, through 1+. That's a good foul off by Austin Nola. 3-2. Full count. Runners on the corner. The speedster Malik Smith is the runner on third. That shot's down the line and foul. Oh, barely foul. That would have at least scored one. Probably just the one. But yeah, would have extended the lead for the Mariners, but it goes foul and oh, wow. That's a walk. Aaron Nola walks his brother Austin to load the bases with no outs here. Marco Gonzalez can expand the lead for himself with a base hit or possibly a sacrifice right here. He takes the first pitch strike. That was off the plate. The umpire definitely gave that call to Aaron Nola there. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 36 pitches in 1+ innings, actually. Oh, fouled off. That was great contact there by Gonzalez. 0-2. Ooh, struck him out with the knuckle curve. 1 down. Here is the leadoff batter, Tom Murphy, trying to extend the lead for his Mariners. I'll ask you first, Isaac, and then Bryson. Who do you think... I should say, how many runs do you think it takes to pretty much say it's over? How many runs do you think an offense has to score? 5 runs?
I think a grand slam from Tom Murphy right here, or the top of this Mariners lineup would probably almost seal it. You just never know in baseball, but...
Yep.
I'd probably say the same thing.
Yep.
In a 6-inning game, you can definitely wrap it up early if you have to.
So we didn't have to say this in the last game due to the dominant pitcher's duel it was. But there is a rule in this tournament. 10 runs, a 10-run lead at any time in the game is a mercy rule. I don't know if we're going to get to that point at all, 6-inning games, but it is possible. Tom Murphy pops it up. Infield fly rule, 2 away. Can Aaron Nola get out of this bases loaded jam? Only giving up 1. That would be huge for his team. Here's Mitch Haniger, who struck out in the last inning. He's already up again. This is a big at-bat for the Mariners. They really need to extend this lead to feel more comfortable, especially with Marco Gonzalez on the mound. 1-0, outside fastball. Aaron Nola cannot afford to walk anybody here. That's a grounder to the second baseman, and they make the play at second. Segura moves over and gets the punch out. Aaron Nola gets out of the bases loaded jam. Did give up a run, though. Middle of the second coming up. 1-0 Mariners. Segura, Kingery, and Quinn coming up. So here's Gene Segura. He'll be facing the lefty Marco Gonzalez here in the second inning. Phillies did get a hit in the first inning, but did not cash in the run. Oh, wow. Change up right down the middle. Segura definitely could have put some good contact on that. He check swinged, held it back. 0-1. That's a shot to the third baseman, Kyle Seager, who punches him out. 1 down. Oh! A bad throw. That is the second game in a row. There was one throw by Todd Frazier in the last game. Another E5. Runner on here with no outs. That's a bad error by Kyle Seager. You can't miss that throw. Wow. Anything can happen, huh? Pulled Vogelback off the base. Here comes Scott Kingery. It's a big at-bat for the Phillies. They really need to get a man in scoring position. That's 0-1 to Kingery. Fouls the sinker away. 0-2. It's got to be a big punch out for Gonzalez here. If he gets to the 1 out, he could possibly set up the double play in the next at bat. Ooh! Inside changeup, and the umpire rings him up. That was a bad call by the umpire. 1 away. Here we're going to get it on the pitch tracks there. You could see the pitch was really inside. 77-mile-an-hour changeup. Marco Gonzalez got the call. 1 away. Here comes Roman Quinn. Marco Gonzalez is praying for a double play here to get him out of the inning. It's a good changeup there. He's really favoring this changeup today. He's thrown a lot of them already. 0-1. This will be his 20th pitch coming up. Nola, I believe, got to 45 pitches already through 2 innings of work. So we'll see how long he lasts in this game. As we saw in the last game, both of the pitchers went over 6 innings, as it did go into extra innings. So we'll see how long these starters can last today. Off the plate, ball 1. How long do you think Marco Gonzalez can go, Isaac?
I mean, he does have to step into that ace role for the Mariners to win this game. So I would say he would have to go at least 5 innings for him to win this. But how long do I think he'll go? I would say around 5 innings.
5 innings, okay.
Roman
Quinn, third pitcher. He can go all the way? Yeah, I definitely think he can. Yeah, if you really want to win, you gotta have an ace that can go all the way. That's how it's got to be in this tournament. Ooh, strike 2, looking. 2-2. It's a big pitch for Gonzalez. He's looking for a low pitch, and that was a great, very well executed pitch. Good take by Roman Quinn. Great discipline there. 3-2. Didi Gregorius, the new Philly, on deck. Full count pitch. That's to right field, and that'll drop. It's going to get in the gap. Not going to quite get to the warning track. Malik Smith throws it in, and the runners will stop at second and third with 1 away. Here comes Didi Gregorius. 56 speed, Gene Segura on third base, and 96 speed, Roman Quinn on second. This is a great time to cash for the Phillies. Here comes Didi. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Phillies got to get on the board. Aaron Nola's on deck. So if Marco Gonzalez can get Didi out here, it'd look good for him. I like his chances against Aaron Nola. 0-1 to Didi. Inside. 1-1. Anything can happen in this tournament. Of course, the home field advantage is pretty big. The seating's pretty big, but anything can happen. Especially with aces on the mound for every team.
Definitely.
Sinkers low, 2-1. Our next game coming up in the broadcast will be the 25 seed Pirates and the 8 seed Cardinals. As Didi did go around, that is strike 2. So the winner of that game will face the winner of this game in the second round. 2-2. Ooh, great take by Didi there. Full count on deck, of course, Aaron Nola, as I said earlier. 30th pitch by Marco Gonzalez coming right here. Didi swung, and that's down for a base hit in left field. A run will score. Roman Quinn advances to third. This is a tie ball game, folks. Definitely a lot more offense than we saw.
That they did not walk him to put Aaron Nola at the plate.
Yeah, it would have set up the double play opportunity because he couldn't have gotten a double play with runners on second and third. So very interesting decision by the manager. So now we got a tie ball game. Big hit. Now we got a tie ball game, first and third, only 1 away. Now Aaron Nola is up, just like Marco Gonzalez was in the last inning, to try to extend the lead for himself. Here we go. 1-0 already. I'd be surprised if Marco Gonzalez doesn't Aaron Nola. I mean, I get that he's a National League pitcher, but he's still a pitcher. That's a great fly ball to left field. Roman Quinn's going to go. The 96 speed is in. 2-1. Phillies take the lead. Sacrifice fly into left field for Aaron Nola. The Phillies take the lead. That's a great at-bat. Here comes Bryce Harper up again. 0 for 1, struck out in the last inning, is up again. 33 pitches now for Gonzalez. This is a lot more offense than we saw in the last game, folks. First pitch to Harper. He takes a changeup at the bottom of the zone. 0-1. So now we have the runner on first with 2 away. Phillies score 2 in this inning to give themselves the lead. Wow. That's a low changeup, 1-1. 35 pitches now for Marco Gonzalez after this pitch here. That's a low cutter. A combined 80 pitches between the two in 2 innings of play. We definitely saw a lot less in the last game's pitcher's duel between the two diamonds. And he gets the call on the cutter up high, 2-2. Two pitch inside, does not get the call. That was on the black. Could have easily been called a strike, but Harper gets bailed out, 3-2. Real Muto on deck, 3-2, 2 outs. That means the runner on first will run. There he goes. And Harper hits to the right side. They call it fair. It's down the right field line. An error in right field. He's coming home from first. 3-1 Phillies. Wow. A bad mistake by Mitch Haniger by bobbling it in right field. It is 3-1, folks. Here comes the pitching coach out for the mound visit. Marco Gonzalez definitely will need one. So I guess there are mound visits now in the CPU. I didn't know they actually did that, but they do. It's our first one.
This is where you need an ace to win games.
Yes, this is where the Mariners can easily struggle. They don't have the pitching. Here's JT Realmuto with a man in scoring position and 2 outs. 26 pitches in this inning alone for Marco Gonzalez. Really shaky start for the Mariners. That's a shot to center field. Malik Smith is under it, and that will finally end the second inning. Very big offensive inning for both sides. 3-1 Phillies, end of 2. So here's Aaron Nola back to work with a pretty comfortable lead, I should say. Here's Kyle Seager. Already in the third inning of work here. I don't believe we're going to see extra innings again, like the last game.
But you never know.
But you never know.
The Phillies did just score 3.
That inning all started with the Kyle Seager error.
It did.
2-0 to Kyle Seager now. So the bobble, so 2 big errors for the Mariners in that inning. The Kyle Seager E5, which allowed the first base runner to come on in that half of the inning, and then the Mitch Haniger bobble in right field allowed the runner to come all the way from first. Costly mistakes by the Mariners. 3-1 to Kyle Seager. D. Gordon on deck. The 3-1 is taken for a strike. Outside fastball. That was nicely placed there by Nola. 4-0-1 to deep center field. We'll see if anybody can hit one out. We've only seen 1 home run in this tournament, and it's the biggest one so far. Not even close. And Kyle Seager is on base with a full count walk. Aaron Nola, 2 innings pitched so far, 2 innings plus, 2 hits, 1 earned, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. This will be his 50th pitch, his first pitch here to D. Gordon already here in the third inning. So definitely not as big as a pitcher's duel as it was in the last game. But you can't always ask for one. You always love an offensive performance. There's a nice play by Scott Kingery there at third. Pop out by D. Gordon, 1 away. Aaron Nola now has 50 pitches through 2 1/3 inning. So here's Daniel Vogelbach. He scored the run for the Mariners in the second inning. He walked and eventually came around and scored. We got Kyle Seager on first. Vogelbach can definitely hit one out and tie this ball game with 1 swing of the bat. He could have definitely done it there with a four-seam fastball right down the middle. Missed opportunity there for the Mariners. 0-1. Ooh, four-seam fastball barely outside. Nola gets the call. 1-1. Oh, I'm sorry. Vogelbach got the call there. 1-1. Nola looking for that double play to end the inning. Ooh, another four-seam fastball. Vogelbach, he fouled it off to the left side again, so you can tell he's behind it. He's expecting off speed, which is really not what he should be looking for here. Another four-seam fastball, and he strikes him out. Great pitching there by Nola, knowing he was looking for that changeup. Blew him away with the fastball. Nice strikeout. That's his 4th strikeout already here in the third inning. Here comes Malik Smith, who contributed to the run last inning. Ooh, high fastball to start off. He checked his swing, but they said he didn't go. 1-0. "55 pitches for Nola so far, and that's a grounder to the shortstop, Gene Segura. Throws it to the second baseman, Didi Gregorius, and that is the end of this half inning. Still 3-1 Phillies. Mariners did not cash in that top of the inning. Middle of the third coming up, we got McCutchen, Hoskins, Segura, the 3-4-5 coming up for the Phillies. So here's Andrew McCutchen, who singled in the first inning. Marco Gonzalez back to work. 40 pitches to his name through 2 innings. That's a strike there. Change up right down the middle. Surprised McCutchen didn't decide to swing. Already in the bottom of the third, almost halfway done with this ball game. It's a changeup outside, 1-1. Let's see if McCutcheon can get on base again here. He got on base with 2 outs, so it was pretty unlikely that he was going to score. So if he can get on base as a leadoff batter in this inning, the Phillies can definitely have a better chance of extending their lead. 1-2 outside. So I asked this in the last game. I'll ask both of you again. Who is the one player from each team that's their most versatile hitter?
I'd have to say Vogelback and Harper.
Vogelback and Harper.
Those are the best players. So
I'll probably say Seager.
Seager.
And probably Harper.
Harper. So there's McCutcheon up the middle. Great play by D. Gordon. 1 away. So now coming up with 1 away, nobody on. Rhys Hoskins, who struck out in the first. Harper did have that big hit in the last inning, which extended the lead for the Phillies. So he's already proved that he can put up big runs here in this tournament already. They do have the shift on, the righty shift on Rhys Hoskins here. 3 men on the right side of on the left side of the field. So 1-0 pitch to Hoskins. He swung and missed a low curveball, almost in the dirt. 1-1. So 2 more pitches for Gonzalez, and he will be at 50 already here in the 3rd inning. And another swing and miss by Hoskins on a low sinker. That one was in the zone, though. 1-2. Here's the 50th pitch by Gonzalez. That's low. Poorly blocked there by Tom Murphy. 2-2. Another low pitch. 3-2. So full count, 1 out. Gene Segura on deck. Here's the pitch. He walks him. Great take there. Great discipline by Rhys Hoskins there. Marco Gonzalez walks him, brings up Gene Segura. He reached on the Kyle Seager error in the 2nd inning, which started off that entire inning, which eventually led to 3 runs for the Phillies. Starts him off again with a low changeup. Marco Gonzalez. He's starting to get shaky, folks. We've already seen a mound visit. So I'm wondering when they're going to have somebody warm up in the pen. That's a nice pitch there, 1-1. Segura trying to get on base again. Of course, got on base last time due to the error. That's a nice shot to left field. Will that be fair? Off the foul pole, and that's a 2-run homer, folks. Phillies extend their lead. It's 5-1. The Liberty Bell in the outfield is swinging. Gene Segura off the bottom of the foul pole. Wow.
crazy.
Wow.
Kind of nubbed the outside.
So there's the 5 runs for the Phillies. As we said earlier, as Isaac and Bryson said earlier, 5 runs. You pretty much need 5 runs to feel really comfortable in a 6th inning game like this. What a hit by Gene Segura. There's the replay there, and it barely went off. It hit the 3 in the 329 there on the foul pole. It is 5-1 Phillies. Here's Scott Kingery. Marco Gonzalez, shaky start for the Mariners ace. It's the first pitch strike. Scott Kingery, who struck out in the 2nd inning, is back up again in the 3rd. I'm wondering if we're going to see Gonzalez back in the 4th. Surprised they haven't warmed up a pitcher yet, though.
I don't think so, yeah.
Yeah, he's already given up 5 here through 2 1/3. Yep, it's Kingery. Here's Kingery, 1-1. That's a shot to right field. Haniger looks like he's under it. 2 away. Of course, the costly error by Haniger in the 2nd inning led to another run for the Phillies. Here's Roman Quinn, who doubled in the 2nd inning and eventually came around to score a run. If they can get him on base, he's pretty much a guarantee to get into scoring position. Oh, that's a dive there by Vogelbach. Can Roman Quinn beat it out? He will. The 96 speed is on base with the base hit. A dive by Vogelbach. He did not secure the ball. He bobbled it for a second on the ground, and Roman Quinn beat it out. Let's see if Roman Quinn takes 2nd base. Oh, there's Gonzalez with the pickoff attempt, and Roman Quinn is back in. Didi Gregorius on the plate now. This will be Gonzalez's 60th pitch. I really don't think we're going to see him in the 4th inning. 1-0 to Didi Gregorius. Ooh, that's a nice pitch there. Outside sinker by the lefty. That's not seen very often. 1-1. It's got to be a tough pitch to locate in the zone. Inside sinker there. 1-2. Ooh, that's strike 3. Gregorius down on strikes, and that'll end the third inning. Gene Segura, though, cashes with a 2-run home run off the foul pole, extends the Phillies' lead to 4 here at the end of the third inning. Aaron Nola's just got to finish it for his squad. So here's J.P. Crawford, who singled and had the Mariners' only RBI at this point in the game. Top of the fourth inning. Aaron Nola, 56 pitches through 3 innings. Starts Crawford off with a high fastball for ball 1. So, of course, the winner of this game will go on to play the Pirates and Cardinals. If the Cardinals win that game, then they will have the home field advantage in the second round. If the Pirates win that game, they will go on the road to face either of these teams. So the Phillies are really needing the Pirates to win that game. If they win this game, so they would have another game at Citizens Bank Park. As J.P. Crawford hits it to left center, Roman Quinn is under it, 1 away. 60 pitches now for Nola. So yeah, if the Cardinals win, they have the automatic home field advantage. Here's Austin Nola, Aaron's brother, who in his first plate appearance walked in the second inning.
And if the Pirates do win that game, I don't think it's be too much of a problem going on the road to Philadelphia, which is
yeah, they could definitely put up a fight.
Same state.
Yeah.
So.
And they could put up a fight too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would definitely get a lot of road supporters, considering it's right down the road. 1-1. I'd really love to see Austin Nola here get a hit off his brother. Walked him in the first plate appearance. 1-2. The pitch. Ooh, wow, they said he went around. That's strike 3. Aaron's going to be talking to him about that for the longest time. All right, here comes the pitcher. Marco Gonzalez steps up to the plate. We are not seeing a pinch hitter here, folks. That's very interesting. So that means he will most likely be pitching here in the fourth inning of work.
Is it possible that the Mariners management and staff has kind of just gave up on this game? Or do they still believe that?
No,
Marco
I think
Gonzalez
you can kind of tell they gave up. They wouldn't have Marco Gonzalez still in the game if they were still trying to win. That's unfortunate for the Mariners. They should be trying to go for the win because anything's possible. So, we're headed to the middle of the fourth now. Phillies still up 5-1. Yes,
Seattle
Marco
was the
Gonzalez
first
remains
team.
on the mound.
Seattle was the first team with the major coronavirus outbreak in America. First city. I think the Mariners are about to be the first team to lose in this bracket in regulation.
In regulation, of course, yes.
Yeah.
So here's Aaron Nola, the pitcher, as Marco Gonzalez remains on the mound. Nobody is even in the pen, folks. So, I definitely believe they've given up on this game. 1-0 to Nola.
The Mariners did have a good start. They actually had the bases loaded. Up
Yeah,
1-0.
yeah, exactly. They could have a lot more. They had plenty of opportunities to keep this game within reach. They just haven't cashed. Here's Bryce Harper, his third at bat. He's 1 for 2, doubled with the RBI in the second inning. That shot's to left and foul. So 1 away for the Mariners here. That's an outside changeup. Murphy tried to frame it. There's no way you were getting away with that one. 1-1. Outside sinker, 2-1. That's a shot to right center. Will it drop? Alex Smith is under it. No. 2 down. 69 pitches through 3 2/3 for Marco Gonzalez. Trying to get through this inning here is JT Realmuto, who comes up 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. A 1-0. Ooh, outside again. 2-0. Gonzalez really just needs to get out of this inning. He can't allow any more runs. This game will pretty much be out of reach. 3-0. Wow. Andrew McCutchen on deck. As you saw the Nike symbol on the jerseys, this is the first year the uniforms are being produced by Nike. So their logo will be on every Major League uniform this year, if baseball does play. 3-1 to JT Realmuto.
I would say there's probably going to be a hold on a lot of Nike products, as a lot of Nike products are manufactured in China.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, we'll see. So Andrew McCutchen's coming up now with a runner on first. And finally we have action in the Mariners bullpen. Nestor Cortez Jr. and Eric Swanson are the two pitchers up, a lefty and a righty, up in the pen for Seattle. 1-0 to McCutchen. Yep, there's the view of the Mariners bullpen. Cortez Jr. the lefty and Swanson the righty in the bullpen. You've got to think, if he gives up another base runner here, I think the manager's going to come out and pull him.
Yep.
A shot to the right side. Vogelback, great play. Gets the out, bails out Gonzalez. We are through 4. The Phillies are up 5-1.
It looks like it's going to be it for Gonzalez.
We'll see. And for the Mariners and the Mariners themselves.
Yeah.
So here comes Aaron Nola back onto the mound. Tom Murphy will lead off this inning, the one batter. Leads him off the high fastball, 1-0. You 2-0 outside curveball, did not get the call there. This will be Nola's 69th pitch here.
Nice.
That's a strike. 2-1 to Tom Murphy. That's a pretty good, well-executed changeup there. Should have been a slider or something that tails away. So, good play discipline by Murphy there. 3-1 pitch. He got the... that was in the zone. 3-2. Here's the full count pitch to Murphy. Nola trying to get rid of another batter here. Just outside. That's ball 4. Mitch Haniger, who's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a ground out, is just trying to get runs on the board right now for his Mariners. With the runner on and nobody out. 4-run lead for the Phillies. Ooh, high and inside strike. Nola gets the call. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Tom Murphy, not a real burner on first base, so the outfielders really don't have to worry about somebody coming home from first. And that's a ground ball to third. That's a double play. Costly for Mitch Haniger, who is not having a great game. He had the error in right field, a strikeout, a ground out, and now the double play. Very bad game for Mitch Haniger. He's kind of costing his team here. But you can't blame it all on him. Marco Gonzalez definitely did not have a good game himself. Here comes Kyle Seager, who walked in the third. 0 for 1 in his other plate appearance. This is his third time at bat. Low fastball. Nola doesn't get the call. 1-0. Ooh, change up low, and he did not get the call again. That is surprising. 2-0. That ball was pretty much all in the zone there. Of course, the umpires aren't perfect, even though it is a video game. 3-0 to Kyle Seager. D. Gordon on deck. Nola's got to put one in the zone here. Doesn't want to waste any more of that pitch count. He's going to try to... I think he's going to try to finish this game off himself. I would be very surprised if they brought in a reliever. He could definitely finish this complete game. 3-1. Fouled off. Went from 3-0. Now we're full. Can he retire him? From 3-0 down in the count. Can Nola come back and retire the side? He can. Swing and a miss. Kyle Seager down on strikes. We are headed to the bottom of the 5th, folks. 5-1. Nestor Cortez Jr., the 24-year-old 5'11 lefty, I'm actually taller than this guy, is now up to pitch for the Mariners. Another lefty in for the Mariners. That's an interesting tactic. I believe they should have gone with the righty. Phillies really seem to figure out the left-handers. Rhys Hoskins swings and misses at the 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Do you think Nola should finish the game off, or?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think he should too.
I think Nola hasn't been incredible, but he's been pretty good.
Yeah, good enough.
Yeah.
5-run lead. 4-run lead, but 5 runs on the board for the Phillies. Great offensive performance by them today. 1-2 for Rhys Hoskins. Cortez did get the call there on the second pitch. 1-2 count. The pitch. That's a pop-up foul. 90-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. Definitely doesn't have as much juice as the other pitchers we've seen. And he's... oh, wow. That's a great pitch. Well-executed low changeup. Strike 3. Hoskins down on strikes. So Cortez Jr. comes in. Strikes out the first batter he faces with a 4-run deficit. He's just trying to keep it as the margin as slim as he can. Here comes Gene Segura, who had that massive home run in the 3rd inning. Ooh, a missed call there by the umpire. 1-0. So all of our brackets, we all have the Phillies. So they're looking like they're going to finish this one off here. 2-0. So that'll be the first point for those of you guys that do not know the scoring, how we're going to do the scoring for our brackets. And if you want to do one yourself, please do one. You do have to do it on paper, though. You can't do it actually on the website. Bryson will be updating the scores after every game. You can do one on paper, and if you want to send us one of them on one of our social media accounts, we'd love to share them and see them. So how we're going to do the scoring is for every game up until the final 4, we're going to do 1 point per every correct game you get, and then if you choose a correct team to go into the final, you'll have 2 points for that, and then if you correctly choose the champion, that is 3 points. Scott Kingery on deck. Full count to Gene Segura. And that's a fly ball to left field. 2 down. Austin Nola is there in left field. So here comes Scott Kingery. 0-for-2 today with a strikeout and a flyout. Not his best game, but hopefully he can pick it up against the winner of the Pirates and Cardinals, considering the Phillies win here. 0-1. There doesn't seem to be any action in the Phillies bullpen at this moment, so that's good for Aaron Nola. 0-2. Scott Kingery, he's looked at the first 2 pitches, really needs to get some contact on this next one. He's going to go for the strikeout pitch, and he gets the liner to short. Plays it on a hop, and that's the end of the 5th inning. So we are headed to the top of the final inning. Of course, this is a 6th-inning game, so 3 more outs Aaron Nola needs, and this game will be over. The Mariners will be going home. The Phillies will be moving on. D. Gordon is up here in this final inning. 80 pitches through 5 innings for Aaron Nola, trying to finish this one off. That's the left field, and that's a base hit. Good start to the inning for the Mariners. 72 speed D. Gordon now on base. If somebody could put one in the gap, that'll force him home. But the Phillies, but the Mariners need 4 runs. That's just 1. They need 4. So it's going to be one heck of an inning if they can pull this off. Here's Daniel Vogelbach, their power hitter. Nola with a pickoff attempt and knowing the speed of D. Gordon on first base. D. Gordon back in there safely. Here's the first pitch to Vogelbach. Looks at a 4-seam fastball. Wow. I think Vogelbach has missed a lot of opportunities in this game. What do you think, Isaac?
For sure. I think he definitely could have executed a little bit better on some of those balls, but
yeah, Nola's grooved him with a lot of fastballs. So there's another one there, but that one was outside the plate. Nola got the call, 0-2. D. Gordon patiently awaits on first, trying to advance. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a steal attempt here, but I'm not sure if he wants to risk the out, knowing there's a 4-run deficit. And the knuckle curve gets him swinging. 1 away. That was a big out for Nola there. Now all he needs, with Malik Smith coming up now, is a double play, and this game will be over. But this Malik Smith here is a hard guy to get a double play on.
Yeah, that speed is pretty unstoppable.
Yep.
On the base pass.
Yep. Quick pitch there, and that's a line out to Scott Kingery. 2 away just like that. One more out, and the Phillies are moving on to the Sweet 16. Here's J.P. Crawford. That's a pickoff attempt. Safe is D. Gordon. I'm not sure why he's trying to pick him off. Just got to get this game over with, Aaron. Come on. Oh, he quick pitched him again. Outside, 1-0. Interesting there. Not sure why he's caring too much about the runner on first, considering he has a 4-run lead. Just 1 out to go. Strike 1 there. 2 more strikes, and this one's over. And the Phillies will be cheering for the Pirates in the next game to try to get themselves home field advantage. That's strike 2 there. 1 more strike, and the Phillies are moving on. 89th pitch for Aaron Nola. Here it comes. Inside on the knuckle curve. 2-2. 90th pitch for Aaron Nola now. Definitely getting up there in pitch counts, but really doesn't matter. He needs 1 more strike, and this one is over. D. Gordon takes off. They call it low, and D. Gordon takes the base. I think that was strike 3, folks. I don't know if we're going to see where it finished up, but I definitely think that was a strike. So Aaron Nola kind of got caught there with a bad call. D. Gordon and the Mariners got bailed out. D. Gordon steals second officially, and that's a shot up the middle. Will D. Gordon come home? He will. The throw to home. Oh, he barely beats the throw. Now to second. He got him. Wow. A terrible base running mistake by J.P. Crawford cost the Mariners the game. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
What a finish.
What a finish. Wow. Wow.
The Mariners had to take a risk right there because
I don't think they did, though. All J.P. Crawford had to do was stay at first. D. Gordon scored the run at home, and then Crawford got thrown out at second. Wow. I can't believe he made that mistake. Aaron Nola.
He didn't have to take it, but I
not
could
at
see
all.
why he would go.
You had a 3-run lead. I get it. You need to still force guys in, but with 1 out left, you can't risk that, man. So Aaron Nola gets the win in this 5-2 win for the Philadelphia Phillies. They move on. Marco Gonzalez gets the loss for the Mariners. They are going home and quarantining themselves in Seattle. So the 9-seed Phillies move on. They're cheering for the 25-seed Pirates to win. So the Phillies, if the Pirates win, we will see another game here at Citizens Bank Park. If the Cardinals win, the Phillies will be traveling to St. Louis to play them in the Sweet 16. Great outing for Aaron Nola. 2 earned runs. Not the best, but hopefully he can pick it up and pitch better in the Sweet 16, as we all have them moving on in the Sweet 16, do we?
Yep.
Yeah, so all of our brackets really need the Phillies to win, so we'll see. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to tune in to the next game. It will be the Pirates and Cardinals, the 25-seed Pirates at the 8-seed Cardinals. That will be in St. Louis, and we'll see you guys there. Thank you guys for watching once again, and we'll see you all in the next one.